Welcome back, mofo. What's up, Trev? Good to see you, man. Good.
Good morning.
Mic check, mic check. Hey, Trevor. Just wondering some of the initial conversations you've had with the team so far, with the coaching staff. What stands out to you most about what your spot in this group is going to be, and what are you kind of most looking forward to getting the season started?
To be honest with you, my spot is just to come in and do what the team asked me to do. Whatever the role that is, I guess we'll figure it out during the camp. But regardless of whatever the role is, I know I'm ready for it. I'm a plug-and-play type player, so I've been around a lot, been in a bunch of different places, so I've always found a way to contribute to teams. So I'm not worried about that. I just worry about us being together, meshing together, and winning games.
Yeah, Trevor, what's your level of excitement? How excited are you to be back here where we know what you can do?
It's pretty exciting, man, especially with this group of players, this much talent. I'm excited. There's really no other words for that. I'm ready to be able to show what we can do as a team. Just ready to go and try to compete for a championship.
Hey, Kyle Goon, Southern California News Group. Trevor, the last couple seasons, you didn't go to the bubble, right? And you did, and then you started last year sort of in a different situation. Haven't really had a full season in 2 or 3 years. What do you think being with the team at the start and being able to go through a whole season in one organization is going to be able to, what's that do for you?
Well, to be on the team from the beginning of the season, if that's what you're asking me, I think is important. I get a full season or however long to to train with a team, to learn, to try to build habits, to compete for a championship.
Trevor, what's up? Dan Wakey with the Los Angeles Times. Good to see you back in LA. There's been a lot of talk about sort of the overall age of this team.
Yeah.
What do you think it's going to be like to play on a team that's this, I guess, veteran? What's it going to be like in the locker room to have mostly an older group?
Well, to me, I feel like we're peers. So our age together. It's almost like we're coming into the league at the same time. So it'd be kind of like being a rookie, right? Except you have experience. So I think with us having to being around the same age, I feel like that's what you need to push each other, or we can use it as a positive to make sure that if somebody isn't like up to par, you're able to hold them accountable for what their role is on this team. And that's another good thing about having veterans. Everybody's able to hold each other accountable and it not be looked at as you're bad-mouthing or you talking down on, because everybody understands what the goal is. And in order to do something that's hard, sometimes you got to have hard conversations and say hard things. So I look at it as a plus.
What's up, Trevor Ariza? What pulled you back to the Lakers, and who was the biggest person that influenced your decision?
The biggest person that influenced my decision to come back to the Lakers was my son, Tristan. Yes, my son. He, after I started getting traded a bunch, their station was going to be here at home. So, he got tired of me being elsewhere. He wanted me to be home. So outside of basketball, he was the biggest influence. But the Lakers speak for themselves. This is a franchise a franchise that, is tied for the most championships in the game. So everybody wants to put this jersey on, my belief. But Russ, as soon as he got traded, he's on my phone, like, what's up, man? I need to talk to you. I'm like, what the fuck you want to talk to me about? But, yeah, Russ is my dog. And, we stayed in, constant communication, so probably Russ.
Trevor, good to see you. Welcome back. So there's two like universal truths of this team. One, that you're one of the Vegas favorites to win it all.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Okay, there's two like truths about this team that we know. One, that you're one of the Vegas favorites to win it all, and the other that there's 11 new players on this roster. So those two things in NBA history usually don't go together. How can you fast track camaraderie, being able to play together? You say you're a plug and play guy, but maybe not all 11 guys are plug and play guys. How did you guys do that this year?
Well, I think for us to be able to be the best that we can be, sacrifices is needed. The good thing about having veteran players is you've been around a long time, you pick up on tendencies, scouting reports, you've seen a bunch of them, so you kind of understand player tendencies. And when you have IQ, like guys who have extreme IQs and, you know, are basketball anomalies, you're able to just figure it out. And with the players that we have on this team, how smart they are, how talented they are, and they have a whole bunch of experience, you know, you're able to figure it out.
How are you doing?
I'm fantastic.
Good
What's
to
up?
see you again.
Good to see you too.
Good, good. Can you talk about your level of enthusiasm going into the season because of all the moves that have been made? And AD was also just talking about how you and some of your teammates are talking about the criticism about the age of this team and how that motivates you as well.
I'm super excited. I was excited. I mean, I've been up since like 5:30 this morning. You know, I was excited driving here this morning, getting ready for another season, getting ready to see my teammates. To be honest, getting ready to see you guys. I mean, missed you guys and some of your great and sometimes not so great questions, but your questions are always great. But I'm excited for what's in store for us this year. And but every day is a process. Every day, you know, it's all about the journey and just putting in the work and then the narrative about our age. I kind of laugh at it. You know, I actually really do laugh, and I'm not just saying that. But some of the memes and some of the jokes have been, I mean, extremely funny. And then some of it is just, you know, just trying to get people to read tabloids and things of that nature. But the game is won in between those four lines, and it's not won on the bottom ticker. It's not won in a newspaper. It's not won on, you know, sports talk shows and things of that nature. You know, if we come out and we put the time in, we put the work in, we make our own narrative. And one thing that we know, where we are, we got a bunch of guys that's been in this league for quite a while that understands and knows what it takes to win. And that's the business that we're in, of winning and doing it all the time and not just on occasion. So I look forward to that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's up, Brian?
What's up, BT?
Welcome back, man.
Man, I appreciate it.
How important was it for you, AD, and Jared to try to help put this team together? And what are the conversations been like with Russ on how he should fit in, how he should play his game?
Well, it was exciting, you know, helping put this team together this summer, you know, understanding what I felt and we all felt that was going to help us be a title contending team, make us as explosive as we could be both offensively and defensively. And, you know, and we was able to do that. You know, obviously, you know, it's all about putting the work in. You know, I'm not going to sit here and talk about hypotheticals and things of that nature, but we have a team that's looking forward to putting in the work. As far as Russ, we need Russ to be Russ. We don't need Russ to change for anybody. That's why we got him. You know, and it's our job to all help him feel comfortable in our system. You know, and he's going to be as dynamic as he's always been. You know, so I look forward to that.
Kyle, go ahead. Hi, LeBron. Welcome back. Just we've seen some of the social media from workouts specifically with you and Russ. I'm wondering, with him as a workout partner, a future teammate, what's that been like? Is there something unique that he brings to the gym when you guys are in there together?
I mean, just his passion alone. Very passionate about the sport, very passionate about his craft, and very passionate about, you know, putting in the work. You know, and one thing about it, I can respect all those things. You know, we've been tied at the hip pretty much since we made the acquisition. You know, and we're going to continue to be that. You know, we're going to hold each other accountable. AD is going to hold us accountable. We're going to hold AD accountable because it's going to start and end with us. So, you know, we look forward to that. And we look forward to continuing to getting better and figuring out ways we can be the best team we can be by bringing our individual talents to that.
LeBron, over here. Good to see you, first of all. Rob told us last week that this team is going to be 100% vaccinated by opening night. How big of a priority was that as a leader for this team, for you guys to get to that point going into the year? Was that I know it's a personal discussion, but was it a team discussion too to make sure that you guys had the best possible chances to have everybody available?
No, it was never a team discussion, but I think at the end of the day, you're always trying to figure out ways that you can always be available and protect one another and put yourself in the best possible chance where you are available to your teammates, available to to what we need to do on the floor. And the ultimate goal is to obviously win a championship. And, it starts with being, obviously health is the number one thing. And also just holding each other accountable on the floor. So, we're excited to know that we've given ourselves another opportunity to be available to each other, and that's what it came down to.
Hey, LeBron, how are you?
How you doing?